with some of my amazing tribe members. So today we are talking about the power of community and why community is so important to all of us, not just as believers, but men, women, boys, and girls across the nation. Of course, we specifically are a group of women of believers who are also moms, business owners, entrepreneurs, in ministry, all the things. And we just wanted to take some time out this morning just to talk about why is community so important. And, if you're online, if you have the means to ask questions in the comments, please do so because we want to get down to all of this and talk about why community is important and our past struggles, all the things. So if you are available, please join us. And as you are coming in, please share the link with a friend, tag a friend, a coworker, auntie, cousin, them, everyone, because we're going to get into it. First, I want to have my ladies introduce themselves. Tell us who you are, what you do, how you serve your community, how you serve the kingdom, and all that good jazz. All right. So we're going to go around the room. Ladies, please just kind of take it away. I'm going to have Tanisha start and then we'll go around.
Good morning. Good morning. I am Tanisha Bryant. I am the owner of Palpable Consulting, and I help business owners, kingdom businesses, with intervening so that they can have more time. So we help behind the scenes so that they can show up on the scenes, whatever that means for their life, ministry, and business. I also work with youth, and I just love serving at my church, MBOMI, and doing whatever is needed in order to continue to grow the kingdom.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kiera. I'm the owner of Lux Beauty Authority. So I do hair and makeup, provide hair and makeup services, and I serve the kingdom however I see fit, wherever I'm asked to be. I just show up. I'm the media manager for Increasing Faith, and I just like to be the light. Just shine a light in any room. So if anybody knows me, they're like, "Oh, I love your smile. Why are you always smiling?" That's my light. So come on. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
I guess I'll go next. I'm Joy. Most of you guys may know me on Facebook as Fit Body. So I'm a personal trainer. I own a gym in North Charleston near the Amtrak train station. I'm also in my civilian job. I'm a lab tech. And I also own a side company that's kind of supplements my personal training business. But I do herbal capsules that can help you with any type of ailment you're having. I also do juice bundles and juice plans. So that's to help you with your juicing. And if you're deciding you want to go on a juice, I don't say a juice fast, but a juice feast, I can help you with that as also anything when it comes to holistic health or health in general. I'm your go-to person for that. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But they also call me the plant-based personal trainer. I've been plant-based for a while now, a long time, years and years. So I can help you with that if you're trying to transition to be totally plant-based or just kind of dip your toes in the water or becoming vegan. Just definitely give me a shout out. Being part of a community is so important because as entrepreneurs and mompreneurs, we often need that support system to kind of rely on because no one understands you more than somebody else who's walked in your shoes or who's going through what you're going through. So that's what these ladies have been to me. They've also kind of helped me get out of my own way. I am a perfectionist, which in layman's terms, a perfectionist is someone who tries to be perfect. But honestly, it's a person who's afraid. They're afraid of failure. So they use perfectionism as a mask. And I've come to find that out about myself. So these ladies have helped me through a lot of things, business and personal life. So if you guys are interested in leveling up and taking things up a notch, definitely join us in the tribe. Thank you.
Hello, ladies. I'm Crystal Williams with Crystal Clean Floors and More, and I own a floor company. Also in the kingdom, I'm a minister. I like to help people in any way possible. I'm a minister as far as just being there and just being able to help in any way possible. You know, I'm a servant at heart. I work with the youth and just to be able to take you to your next level, and that's by any means necessary. So I'm here for you.
Amazing. Thank you, ladies, for your introductions. Joy was trying to get it in real quick. Joy was getting it in, but that's real good. For those of you who do not know me, I am Charlenia Snyder, and I am currently in my husband's truck because at 9:30, hold on, can y'all hear me? Yes. At 9:30, my mother called me and said, I need your help. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be going live at 9:30. However, I jumped in my car because that's what community is for, right? So jumped in my car. So excuse me. I had my station set. I had my candle out, had my coffee ready, all the things to have a conversation, but God. So anyway, we want to dive right in. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even introduce myself. So if you do not know me, I am Charlenia Snyder, your creative brand strategist. I help women create memorable brands visually so that they can take their life, business, and ministry up a notch through visual branding. So that's me. Also, my husband and I pastor an amazing church inside of the mall in North Charleston, South Carolina. God is doing the thing there. We're in the midst of Project 22. And I don't know if I'll have much hair at the end of the year, but it's still intact right now. That's what wigs are for, okay? That's what wigs are for. However, let's take a dive in. So I know the story of all of the ladies on the line and how they got connected with the tribe. However, I want to ask a question really, really quickly to Joy. Joy, I know you're kind of tied up, but I want you to answer this question really quick. How did you come to find out about the tribe? Because I think what she's going to share is going to be so important for many of us. How did you find out about the tribe and how did you get connected?
Okay, so I found out about the tribe speaking to Hester, that I call Weeze, because I've known her for years, but we were having a conversation. And we were just talking, I was just kind of talking about business. And she said, well, why don't you let everybody know what you do? Because a lot of my juicing, only my clients knew about it. It was something I offered to my clients, my juicing and my capsules to help them on their weight loss or weight gain journey, or even if it wasn't about weight, if they needed to focus more and concentrate, I offered herbal capsules for that as well. And she said, you need to let people know. And I was like, I kind of go by word of mouth. I didn't really want to promote. And we also spoke a lot. She was one of the few people that I could talk to about Christ, surprisingly, that understood me, and it wasn't such a structured conversation. So she said, hey, I'm a part of this group, we're Christian women, but we're not like Bible thumpers, it's hardcore, but they're a really accepting group of women. So I said, hey, I'll check them out. I came on a prayer call and I was hooked ever since. So that's kind of how I learned about the tribe. And it's so hard to find women that, as I would say, that are really cool and hip, but still know the Bible. And it's not about knowing the Bible in and out, but it's about knowing that Jesus, has a place in your life and that he's the reason you're successful. So connecting with you ladies allow me to be able to promote and feel comfortable promoting Christ in my business, and still be that cool chick. So that's how I learned about the tribe.
I love it. I love it. Yes, that right there says a lot because, when we are in Christ and we are, kingdompreneurs as well, it's so important for us to be at least connected to one. So if you are not in a community right now, at least you're connected to one. And Joy was connected to one person who she trusts, right? Ms. Hester showed integrity time and time again. So she trusts what she gave to her, right? And so she jumped on it. So that's why it's so important for us not to just be holy, just be saved, just be trustworthy, just be all those things in church for 2 hours on a Sunday, but it's really when we're out in the world where people can see our light shine, right? So yeah, that's really good. So I'm going to ask that same question to Tanisha. Like, for one, I know you're part of several different communities, and you're probably one of the newest that's on the line right now. Tell us how you got connected, and what was your thoughts about the community at first sight?
I got connected because I knew Tamika Schuler Washington, and she was like, I found my tribe, and I looked at her and I was like, are you sure? Because I didn't want to get connected to just anybody. I didn't want to be in just another community where you're just paying. I wanted to be in a community where there is growth, where there is life, where there is an opportunity to continue to do what you're doing outside of church, outside of who you know, right? So it was really important to me before I joined that I understood that I would not just be giving to the community, like just give. It would be both. I would give, I would be poured into, and I could pour out. And that's really important for me with community. And I trusted that she would not be in another community that wouldn't be something that would help with the growth in business, in self, in ministry, whatever is going on. Because let's just be honest, some of the things that we do in the community in the Gold Slayers tribe is not just for business. It's life. There's people that are like, oh, you know what? I need help with, how do I balance this? Important things that we don't think about. We think we're alone dealing with. You're not. And so it gives that community of like-minded women that are willing to collaborate, willing to connect, and willing to be exactly what God sees the kingdom being. And so that's what I joined, because I knew someone, but I stayed because it was what it was said it was.
Oh, come on here, Tanisha, you're trying to preach. You're trying to preach. Like, that's really good. So let me even chat about that a little bit. We live in a society where it's so real good to have a social media post, or even start running ads and share the business or opportunity that we have. But then we click on the link, right? Because it's clickbait. We sign up, we become a part of this course, we do all the things, and we like, really? I paid all this money for this, or this is a scam? Because, we have created this monster of having a facade, but not truly being what we say that we are, right? So that's very important. And I thank you for that, because that's always been my desire to continue to cultivate the meaning of community and being true to it. So yes, we're a number of women who are part of the community, but ultimately it's my duty to make sure that that culture stays. And I'm gonna turn on my video because I finally got to my mother's house. So excuse my look, y'all. I got my hat on and everything. But it's so very important to continue to do the thing. Like, if you are truly called to serve. It doesn't matter what your title is, how many bands you got. Like, yeah, we make money in the tribe because, we're called to the marketplace, but we know that money is not the final authority in the kingdom, right? Serving and serving others is what we're truly called to be. So it was shown just last week. Like, nobody knows. I think maybe just my husband and maybe Tyra know, but I called on a sister a couple weeks ago, and Tanisha drove over 100 miles from Columbia to Charleston to serve. I didn't send her a PayPal invoice yet. I didn't even click on any of her services, but I had a need, and sis was like, I got you. So her and her baby girl jumped in the car and came down just to sit with me a few hours to not really even give strategy. I don't think that was even was the purpose of the meeting, but I think the purpose of the meeting was, I got you. Like, you don't have to do this alone, strategy was in it. We talked about some things, but I think it was a sign to me to know that, you give, but it's okay to receive as well. So Tanisha, thank you for that. I love you. And so yeah, so I want to jump into Kiera. Kiera, we've been knowing each other for some time now. We met years ago, and then life happened or whatever. But tell me why you decided to be a part of the community, how you were introduced, and all that good stuff.
Yes, so I was introduced by Tyra. Everybody knows Tyra. I met Tyra at Ulta. We worked at Ulta, and I was the counter manager at Lancome, and she was like, I got a friend coming in, just do her makeup. I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Tyra was always like big sis. I've always wanted to have a big sis, so she was always like big sis to me. So whoever she sent my way, I'm gonna just take good care of them or whatever. And for some odd reason, they invited me, Charlenia and Tyra invited me to be a speaker or a panelist for Headshots and Heels. And I'm like, me? What? What I gotta say? What? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna show up. So that was my first, I guess, in-person interaction with the Gold Slayers tribe. And it just took off ever since. Yeah. And it's just been very, very helpful for my life personally and in my business. Like sometimes I look back, because I be like, man, I just don't know if this is working. And then I look back and I'm like, I did grow. So you have to look back. You got to look back and look at where you're at now. And there has been infinite growth, infinite growth. So, and the people, like Tanisha said, what Charlena's promote is real. It's real. The growth is real. When you come, like I posted the other day, you can come with nothing and leave with everything you need, because everything you need is in the room. Everything is in the room. And if you was not at conference, you better be there next year. Be there next year. We will be in Atlanta. Be there. You have to be there. Bet on yourself and trust your gut. I just trusted my gut and trusted God, and I'm here. And she stuck with me. Charlenia, Tyra, everybody in the tribe, y'all stuck with little Kiera, okay?
Oh my God, that is so true. Like, I think, we're getting there, but most of the time, most of us are afraid to open our mouths, just to kind of ask. But when we ask and when we just say, I need help with this, it's in the room. And God always curates a community, even if it's at coffee conversation or, we're at different Friendsgiving, whatever it is, like, it's always there. So I think the hardest thing for us to do is just ask or just open our mouth. But that's really good. So I want to jump. I think Crystal's still with us. Crystal, if you're available, tell us how you got connected to the tribe, and then I'm going to ask, what do you call it? A hot seat question per se. I want to ask a question, and anybody can grab it if they want to. Crystal, are you available? She may not be. I think she's in and out. No, she may not be. Okay. Oops. All right, so my question to you all would be, why is community important? Like, we know, it's good to be a part of things like, whether it be your church family, a women's group, or anything like that. But tell us, why do you think community is important?
I'll go first. Community is important because you need accountability. Like, we all know God talks to us. We all know that God is giving us the strategy and the blueprint. But there comes a time when you need to be reminded, and be in a safe place where you can be vulnerable. You can be and be like, look, I know I am this person. I just need to be reminded or supported so that I don't go back to who I was. Because it's so easy to hide and shrink when you're not in community. It's so easy to not be who you are called to be because people aren't looking for you. But when you're in a community, people are like, wait a second, I haven't seen you post, or I haven't seen you in our meetings, in Goal Slayers. Where are you? And that's really important. I really, truly believe that God gives us those people in our lives because a lot of us are that person for other people. And so he gives us a community that fits what we need as much as there may be people that need us within the community. And by being connected, you can't get lost.
Yes, I kind of want to add on that. So it's important that you use the word community, Charlena, because there's a difference between community and a group of people, right? Some people say, I belong to this group. So community means that you share those common interests, those common attitudes, and those common goals, whereas a group is just the people that are, kind of hanging out there in close proximity. And you don't have to have anything in common to be in a group. So in your community, it's people who share those same interests. So you can kind of glean from those people. You can get information from those people, and you can lean on them when you need them because you guys have those common goals. In a group, that's why people don't always stay in groups. Groups end up turning into cliques because then you have these people who have those common interests together in another set. But when you have community, you all are part of that because you have something in common. Even if it's just one thing, it's that thing that keeps you bonded. And for a lot of us, that's being a woman first, and then having some type of faith second. So I just think community is just so important because like I said before, when you're maybe a CEO or you're an entrepreneur, you're kind of at the top of your business, and you don't have anybody else to talk to. A lot of times you can't talk to your employees because then, it's just a difference there. And so you need those people who share those same experiences with you to be able to rely on. And not just for business purposes, but definitely spiritual. Because let me tell you something, when you are in a spiritual walk, you are being attacked at every angle, and you need people to lean on. There have been times I've called Tyra, and this is when I think her internet was a little sketchy. So she would sit in her closet to get reception and be there for me. And I always appreciate that. When you got a sister will sit in her closet to talk you out of stuff. That's a sis right there. So community is so important. And I think it's important to know the difference between if you're joining a community or if you're joining a group.
Good. That's really good. Like, yeah. So when we're called upon, so the community that we have, I always have been so careful in saying that I'm the leader. Like I'm the founder. I know there has to be some separation and people want to know who started this thing. Yeah. But a true community is where we don't even see who's head, right? Because we take on that same culture, we take on the same vision of the community leader. So I don't always have to be the one to answer all the questions, to be the one that everyone has to call. I don't have to, because the culture of the Gold Slayers tribe is within each one of us. So whether it be that Joy calls Kiara or calls Tanisha and say, dealing with this, need some help with that. Where do I go? Like, my boys are acting a fool. Like, how are y'all parenting nowadays? Like, all those things are talked about, not just in coffee and conversation, but, inside of our online community or, one-on-one, like, I'm dealing with this. Like, I'm dealing with mom guilt. I'm dealing with, my husband is thinking I'm spending too much time on my business. Like, how does good life work balance work? Is that even a thing? And so we talk about these things. We and not only talk about it, we have strategy, we have action plans, we have things that help go along with it, because talking is good, but doing the thing is hard. Doing the thing is hard. So I also want to ask the question of what was like a not so good experience that you may have encountered in your past that you were looking at the tribe, then you're like, I don't know. You were looking at it, like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to give this a try again, because I think I've been through something like this before, and I don't know. Like, I'm good by myself. Because we're good to say that. Like, I'm good. I'm really good. I might tiptoe in. I might come on a prayer call. I might do this. But what was like a past traumatic experience? And I hate to even go there, but I think there may be someone on the end that is dealing with what you've been through before. Like, give us an example. Tanisha, you smiling, so go
ahead. Not necessarily even in the kingdom, just from past experiences of people that want, and then they disappear or they don't keep their word. So for me, I watched you. I watched you for a good little while, and I was like, And then I started following other people that you tagged. I'm like, let me see. Let me see if they're consistent. God, do really? Because I really was like, I got it. Please don't send me to another place where I have to learn another lesson to apply to the future. Because I'm at the point where I just want to be in you regardless. So if this is really you, I'll know. And I really had to realize, like, okay, I know that I've had bad experiences, but I'm not those experiences anymore. And I'm able to trust my own judgment or my own opinion in regards to a person. And that really was a growth experience for me. But just like, Ghost Slayers, we talk about growth as well. So for me, it was a growth to say, okay, you know what? I trust that I see these people and they're my people. I can be connected to them. Because I have to be careful for me, because I don't want to be drained anymore, right? I don't want, when you use a bad charger for your phone and you plug it in and doesn't charge it, it actually drains it. Like, I don't want to be connected to any bad chargers anymore. I want to be connected to what's going to charge me to go forward, and I'm going to have power. I don't want to feel fatigued when I attend something. I don't want to feel like I'm completely empty after an experience. So for me, it literally was like, okay, we're growing. You know what you know. You hear God's voice. He's not going to leave me. He's not going to send me. These ladies are who they say they are.
Before you jump in, Kiara, listen, I have seen this time and time again. It's so true. And listen, I don't even feel no type of way, because you should follow and dig in and dig deep and do all this research that you need to do before connecting yourself. Because listen, the connection means something too. You are who you connect yourself with. So it's very, very important to look at the lifestyle of whoever you decide to link up with, right? So you need to see how I spend time with my children. You need to see how I respect my husband. You need to see my relationship with my family. if I'm always the person who is talking negative or whatever the case is, like, and social media can still be a little sketchy too. So maybe it is, you do need to join a call or come on a coffee conversation and see how these people are really acting. Because again, we can put on a good front of I can do this and I can do that, or this community is so boss and all this, but yeah, checking out the people who's connected to, looking at their lifestyle. So that's why it's so important that even who we are connected with has that same heart of serving. So thank you for that. That is so important. Kira, what you think?
Yeah, everything Tanisha said and some, because I think at Fireside Chat, when everybody's like, how you got connected? How you know about the Ghost Shop? I was stalking Charlenia because I had to know that who she is on Facebook and Instagram, she is in real life. So I too, I'm like, nah, this lady here, she cool. She got it going on. All right. Check everybody out and everything checked off. It is what it is. And I always tell people, don't take my word for it. Just come to a coffee and conversation. Come to one event and you will see for yourself. Everybody in the tribe is nice. They're open. They'll pour into you. Whether you say something or not, they just know. They're gonna give you a word. They're gonna pull you to the side and you're gonna get it. But that's what we need. We need that. I needed that. So Charlene just don't even know, like, this is it. This is it. This is really it. But community is important because God didn't create us to be alone. He did not create us to be alone. So I'm grateful to be connected to the tribe. And my past traumatic experience was just from friends, from people who I thought were friends to me. And coming into the tribe, I'm just like, well, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it turns out. And when you need people to show up, they're going to show up. They're going to share your stuff. They're going to comment. And when you feel like you alone, they just going to show up. And it ain't one of, it's a whole lot of them. The Gold Slayers tribe going to pull up. Okay. They coming full force. So just be ready. The love is real. The support is real. So yeah.
I mean, no pressure. Like y'all said, like, there are people stalking me today and ready to come to the trial. They're like, I'm trying to see who this girl is. But one thing that I had to do, and this is kind of going back like when Frank and I started ministry, like it's so easy to be yourself rather than try to be somebody else who you are not. And I was like, bruh, I can't keep up with trying to be like other first ladies. I can't keep up with trying to be like the perfect mom. Like, yes, we did start on that project that we knew about 2 weeks ago, like 2 days before it was due. But guess what? My little boy did a good job. So I like sharing those things because it's real life. Like we have a lot going on and I cannot sit here and tell you that I know every scripture in the Bible. Oh, well, every first lady or pastor should, but that ain't me. And I'm going to be honest with that. I am, I feel like sometimes I have mom guilt because I would like to kind of live out the desires that I believe God has for me, but I deal with that. So I cannot and I will not ever sit here and say that I am perfect or I'm close to perfect or any of those things, because every day that God has me here on earth, I have another chance to wake up and be better. And that's my desire. And that's why I always say, let's take it up a notch, because I want to be better than I was on yesterday. And yeah, I may even slip up this afternoon, but I'm going to pray and ask God for forgiveness. And I'm going to try again. I'm going to try harder. So yeah, the pressure's on sometimes. Like, dang, there's somebody out here. Let me not, I have to be careful with my words and then feel comfortable to come in a safe space and be like, here, I was trying to be real petty. Like they were coming for me, but I kept it cool. Like I was good. And not having Kira be like, oh, she the pastor first wife, how's she over there having these ill thoughts? Like, whatever. So and not having Kira go tell my business or be like, y'all better watch out for y'all first ladies, because all of them mean 100, you know what I mean? And then throwing shade that way. But anyway, yeah, it's so important to get past those hurts. Like you talked about, Kiera, I think we have sometimes expectations of people that it's not even fair to them because they can't live up to who you are, and you'd be like, well, I treat people the way that I want to be treated. Yeah, you teach people how to treat you. However, they're still not you. They're still not going to walk in the grace that you do. And we just have to be okay with that. We got to be okay with that. Even for friends of mine, they know I'm a low maintenance friend. Like, you don't have to call me every day. And really, I don't want you to call me every day because, my kids got me on lock. My husband, if anyone who knows, my husband loves to talk. So most of the time he's probably talking and I can't answer the phone. But no, I enjoy low maintenance friends that don't expect me to call them every day, but I will check on you. I will send you a message and say, hey, how you doing? What do you need help with? So even coming into community or starting new friendships, being transparent and letting that other person or other people know, like, you may not get this from me, but I have a good heart. Like, I'm going to be there for you. It's good to share that. I think Crystal is still with us. Crystal, you want to jump in and share anything? Oh, there she is. Hey,
Hello.
girl.
One thing, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Community. When Joy was talking about community and the importance of community, when you look up the definition of community, it said community is a friendship between different people or a group that's having a sense of having something of the same common grounds, strengths or diversity. But the common ground, that's the key. And a lot of times when you come together with people, you want to have something that's common. And a lot of times when people don't know how to come together, knowing that you can be different, but you have a same common ground, and sometimes people say, I can agree, we can agree to disagree. We may not do it the same way, but we can agree to disagree. But we come together as one, one because we all come together because we want to have, we got to come to a solution, So at the end of the day, we come to a solution. And the second part of that is being transparent. So nobody's always at the top of their game. So even you may not be at the top of your game at that point, but it's up at that point for me to be able to help and lift you up when you're not at the top of your game. I may not be at the top of my game today. Now it's time for you. So in that community, we're all here to help one another out. And I think that's the important thing of a community, to help one another up, because you never know when it's going to be your time, when you're going to be down, when you're going to need that strength, or when you're going to be weak. So I just really like the fact that in our community, in our tribe, we lift each other up. We're there for one another. And it's just a joy just to know that nobody put nobody down. Nobody, it's a no judgment zone. Nobody's ever come in and be like, my goodness, you see the way she was? Or, it's no gossiping. Everybody, really come with a heart of just really on one accord. What can I do? What can I do to serve? What can I do to give? And it's all in this the likeness. And I think one is the godliness, because when you look at it, it's the God, the growth, and the goals, and it's keeping God first. As long as you keep God first, God allows everything else to go into accordance, going back a little bit further than that, what drew me to the tribe was the prayer call, and that was the godness of it. And I couldn't get on all the calls, but what I did get in was, okay, I like what I heard. And once again, I did, would look at the different, I would see Charlena and want to know who she was. And, I'm like this, okay, I seen, like I said, I knew about the prayer call, but I wanted to know who this woman was that was giving the prayer call, at the time I didn't even have a business, so it really made me look at myself, because I knew that I wanted to have one, but it was like, okay, I wanted to be a part of something, but I felt like I wasn't a part of it because I didn't have a business at the time. But it made me look at, what? Why am I procrastinating? I had 2 businesses prior to that, but it made me stop and take accountability of myself and put my goals like, you know what? I'm gonna make this an action, you know. So it made me really take action as far as the things that I needed to do for me. So I like the accountability of the community that we have and make sure that I do what I have to do, you know. So I love everything that, you know, the community to have as far as the community shows love, you know, it shows us really how to be one. It shows us how to lift one another. Whatever we need, we're there. You know, like I said, we show up, you know, whatever it is, we're there for one another. I don't care if somebody having something, we support by any means necessary. Whatever the business is, hey, we having this, by any, let's do it. You know, if I can't be there, I'm gonna support you. And that's what it's all about, you know, and that's the way it's gonna be because that's the way, like I said, we learn, we're growing, and I think that as long as we continue to have that mindset, it'll just push and encourage other women to be able to come on board.
That's real good, Crystal. You know, I think the number one word that we were saying around the room was support. Like, it's so important to have support in life, business, ministry, all the things. And some people may think that support is, okay, you buy my product, you come to my class that I'm hosting, you do this, you do that. But sometimes, sis, it's not even about the person sending you a cash app or purchasing. It's about like, how can I help you? What's missing that you don't have right now? How can I support you in that way? Like, I may not be financially available at this moment to support you, but guess what? Every time you share your event you got coming up, I'm put it on the stories. I'm going to share. I'm going to tell somebody else. So my one maybe ticket, whatever, but it produced 5 more because I wanted to support you in that way, right? So we have to continue to look at support that way and not just looking for our Shopify bells to ring. Like, that's great. That's all good, but just having someone in your corner, even if they couldn't show up physically that day, how can I help you in tech support? I'll answer questions on your Zoom, you know, I'll share the link, I'll do whatever, because all those things mean support as well. All those things mean support. So we were on here for a while, and I don't want my ladies to not come back next time, okay? I mean, these things are so very good just to kind of, you know, talk about, you know, community and talk about even different topics is so important for us to do and share. So I just want to thank you all for joining me this morning. Thank you all for taking some time out of your busy mornings. Crystal's in the car, Kiera's getting some stuff together. I really, really do appreciate you. So we're going to end now, but if you ladies have something else that you want to share, please take this opportunity too. No, matter of fact, because I like to ask this often, and this is going to be a question they're going to be like, I know she's not. But I want to ask, how can we support you? Those of us who, of course, are already connected, and those people that are on our, you know, Facebook live right now, or who are not a part of the tribe right now, tell everyone again, maybe they're just chiming in, tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can support you today, whether it be a Facebook follow, Instagram follow, go on my website or leave a review, purchase my book on Amazon, whatever it is, let us know. And guess what? I'm gonna have Kiera start. You know I love you, girl. Kiera, Tanisha, Joy, Crystal. Kiera, Tanisha, Joy, Crystal.
Okay. You said reintroduce ourselves, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, so I'm Kiera, owner of Lux Beauty Authority, and how you can support me today is follow me on Instagram at Lux Beauty, LUXE Beauty _auth, AUTH, or on my personal Instagram at _I am Kiera. That's KIERRA. I have my websites and all of my links there. So you can support me there, share a post, leave a review. Even if you didn't even purchase get a service, get a product, anything, just leave a review like, she's mad cool. I appreciate it.
I am Tanisha Bryant, and really how you can support me right now is we are working really hard to get a new printer for the business. So if you want to donate, if you want to buy a shirt, you can go to my website, www.palpable.consulting, or you can just follow me, Tanisha TJ Bryant. We're working on 2 major goals right now by the end of the year, and that is to get my book published and to get a bigger printer for the business. So I would love you guys to follow, share. You never know who's gonna see the share or the like. So I really truly believe that that is sowing a seed in itself. So thank you so much.
All right, I think I'm next. I am Coach Fit Body. I am a personal trainer that also specializes in herbal capsules for all of your ailments and juicing as well. I've been plant-based for several years. So there are a few takeaways, a few things. You can help me by starting to take your health serious. If that's working out, if that's just changing the way you eat, on the simplest level, just get out and walk. Get out and get active if you do nothing else. So that's one way. Second of all, every Thanksgiving and Christmas as well. Christmas is my birthday, but definitely for Thanksgiving, I go out and feed those who may need a meal. This year, we're probably going to do it the day after Thanksgiving because I've noticed last year, everybody feeds people on Thanksgiving and the day after there's nothing. So we did leftovers last year. So how you can help me every year, up until now, I don't ever ask for help. I usually just do it out of pocket. But this year, I am learning to ask for the help of others. If you would like to give a donation, $1, you can buy canned goods, $2. It doesn't matter. No donation is too small. You can cash at me at Fit Body. That's FITT Body, BODII. If you have a business, just leave your business in the notes section, and I'll know it's your donation. And I'll give you a little shout out on Facebook. I'll give everybody a shout out for those who donated. So I really thank you guys. Thank you.
I am Crystal Williams with Crystal Clean Floors, and I have a cleaning business specialized in floor care. You can support me by going to my website at www.crystalcleanfloorsandmore.com. You can leave me a review on Facebook at Crystal Clean Floors and More. I will appreciate the business and support. We're expanding, doing commercial, and look forward to hearing from you. And that's it.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, ladies, again. And I'm going to share my ask because I don't really ask either. However, we're doing uncomfortable things in this season because guess what? A closed mouth does not get fed. All right. So today, as I had a chat with Tanisha on last week, she said, sis, you're going to have to ask for some upgrades. So today I am asking anyone who desires coaching to upgrade your membership to our elite membership inside of the tribe. It includes everything that you would receive at a $27 level community member, but you also get 1 hour of coaching each month. Like that's a big deal. Even Shanice said, don't even mention it to up the charge first. But for right now, we're going to leave our price for $97 a month. You get an hour of coaching with myself or Tyra. And that's where you can have some time individually to talk about, you know, strategies, talk about what's going on in business, how we can help, all those things. So that is my big ask, to upgrade your membership to our elite membership. Again, we ask that you have at least a 6-month period that you are a part of the elite membership, because we really don't see transformation in the first month or two. We're still kind of working through the kinks. But yeah, that's how you can support. Again, I want to thank each and every woman who came on today to have a little chat, little coffee conversation online and talk about the power of community. Again, we will be sharing their ask in the comment section and inside of our tribe community and online as well. So ladies, please send me your links and what you shared as far as your ask, okay?
Charlene, I put a question in the comment. Just give yes or no, and then I could say something onto that for those who are still watching.
Okay, hold on, let me check the comments chat. No, not right
Okay.
now.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, not right now. But it's in the works. All right, ladies, thank you so much again. Joy, Tanisha, Crystal, and Kiera. Ladies, please again go follow. And if there's anything that we can help with, you know, you got a community here. All right, we love y'all. Have a great day.